Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news when we look at the Cleveland Browns heading into the 2025 NFL season. One story that's capturing everyone's attention is the quarterback situation. It's become one of those intriguing saga threads that fans, analysts, and insiders are all watching with bated breath. And trust me, it's not just about who will start Week 1. It's about what this means for the future of the franchise, for the team's strategy, and ultimately, for Cleveland's hopes of returning to the Super Bowl stage. Right now, Cleveland's quarterback depth chart is something you'd call a mixed bag. On one side, you've got veteran Joe Flacco, a player who's been around the league for years, with a playoff pedigree and a calm, steady presence that's invaluable when the chips are down. Flacco's experience, leadership, and playoff runs make him the logical choice to start if the season were to begin tomorrow. But then, there's Kenny Pickett, a young quarterback with some NFL mileage already under his belt, proving he can handle pressure and perform when it counts. Pickett's inclusion adds a layer of competition that's healthy for any team, especially one that's trying to find stability at the most critical position on the field. Now, what's really stirring the pot, however, are the rookies, Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel. Both of these young guns were drafted with high hopes, and the Browns invested draft capital in them mid-round, signaling their belief in their potential to be the future at quarterback. But as with most young quarterbacks stepping into the NFL, the road to consistent playing time isn't straightforward. Recently, NFL analyst Adam Gerstenhaber shared some interesting insights, warning that the rookie duo might face a challenging path ahead. According to him, Sanders and Gabriel probably won't see enough game action this season to be considered the definitive answer next year. It's a sobering reality, but one that's pretty common for rookies trying to adapt to the speed and complexity of the league. Gerstenhaber's assessment suggests that unless there are injuries or some significant struggles at the top of the depth chart, these rookies might have limited opportunities to prove themselves in meaningful games during their first NFL season. But that's not necessarily bad news for Cleveland fans, at least not yet. It's typical for rookies, especially quarterbacks, to need time to develop, to learn the playbook, and to adjust to the NFL's physical and mental demands. What really matters is how the Browns coaching staff handles their development, and that's where Coach Kevin Stefanski's approach becomes crucial. Stefanski has always been an advocate of open competition, and he's known for giving young players opportunities when they earn them during practices, OTAs, and minicamp. Speaking of minicamp, both Sanders and Gabriel have shown flashes of their potential. Sanders, with his sharp accuracy and poise, has caught the eye of coaches and analysts alike. His arm talent and ability to process defenses quickly are promising signs. Gabriel, on the other hand, has impressed with his leadership qualities and his composure under pressure. It's important to remember that these rookie quarterbacks are still at the beginning of their NFL journeys, but the Browns have shown they believe in their upside, investing in their development with a clear eye on the future. But let's not forget the context in which this all is happening. Cleveland's schedule this season isn't exactly friendly. The early part of the schedule features some of the league's toughest defenses and most competitive teams: Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, Green Bay Packers, and Detroit Lions. These matchups will be a true litmus test for whoever is under center. They won't be easy, and they certainly won't be ideal environments for rookies to get their footing. So it's quite possible that the Browns will lean heavily on veteran leadership early in the season, especially with Flacco's playoff experience and steady hand. This brings us to another key point: the importance of the veteran presence. Flacco, entering camp as the projected starter, provides a stability that can't be overstated. His playoff experience, leadership, and ability to manage games are assets that the Browns will rely on, especially when facing top-tier defenses early on. Kenny Pickett adds another layer of competition, and while he's still developing, his proven NFL background means he's not just a placeholder. He's someone who could push Flacco, and if circumstances shift, say injuries, poor performance, or just the right opportunity, he could become the starter sooner rather than later. It's also worth highlighting that both rookies have yet to receive significant first-team repetitions. Sanders has not yet been given first-team reps during organized team activities or minicamp, and Gabriel's opportunities have been limited so far. That's not unusual at this stage of the offseason, but it does mean that their progression will be closely monitored as training camp approaches. Stefanski and his coaching staff are emphasizing open competition, and they're using drills that simulate game situations to give both rookies valuable development opportunities. These drills are designed to prepare them for the moment when they might be called upon, whether that's in a blowout game due to injuries or as part of a long-term plan to groom the franchise quarterback. Now, let's consider what could accelerate this timeline. If Cleveland struggles early, whether because of injuries, tough opponents, or inconsistent play, the coaching staff might be forced to turn to the rookies sooner. That's where the real drama begins. If Sanders or Gabriel impress during training camp and preseason games, they could see their roles expand rapidly. The Browns have a history of giving opportunities to young players when the moment calls for it, and with a team that's still trying to find its identity after recent playoff appearances, they're not shy about making bold moves. This season, there's a lot riding on the quarterback position, not just for the immediate success of the team, but for the long-term planning. Cleveland's front office and coaching staff are clearly invested in finding a franchise quarterback, whether it's Flacco providing veteran stability, Pickett proving he can be the future, or Sanders and Gabriel stepping up as the next generation. But the reality is, patience is key. Development takes time, and rookies need reps. Looking at the bigger picture, the Browns have been building towards something special for a while now. The last few seasons have seen them making playoff runs, battling tough divisions, and trying to establish themselves as contenders in the AFC North. The division itself is one of the most competitive in the NFL, with the Ravens and Bengals consistently at the top, and the Steelers always lurking as a tough opponent. So, any shift in the quarterback landscape could have ripple effects throughout the division, and that's what makes this storyline so compelling. If the Browns manage to develop their young quarterbacks, or if they find a way to leverage veteran experience effectively, they could position themselves as serious contenders for not just the playoffs, but a deep run into January. A strong quarterback situation isn't just about winning games. It's about creating a team culture, building confidence, and setting the stage for sustained success. Cleveland fans are hungry for that, and the team's future hinges on how well this quarterback puzzle unfolds. But let's also remember that the NFL is unpredictable. Injuries happen, surprises occur, and sometimes, the player who wasn't expected to shine ends up being the hero. The Browns are in a unique position this season because of the mixture of veteran leadership and promising youth. The coaching staff and front office will need to make smart decisions, balancing development with winning now. It's a delicate dance, but the potential is enormous. In conclusion, the quarterback situation in Cleveland as we head into 2025 is one of the most fascinating stories in the NFL. It's a blend of veteran experience, rookie potential, and strategic planning that could very well define the team's trajectory for years to come. Whether Flacco continues to lead as the steady hand, Pickett emerges as the next franchise quarterback, or Sanders and Gabriel surprise everyone, the Browns are clearly aiming high. They're laying the groundwork for a competitive, resilient team that's ready to face the challenges of the season head-on. And for us, Browns fans, it's an exciting time, full of hope, anticipation, and a little bit of that signature Cleveland grit. The journey is just beginning, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the upcoming training camp and preseason games are going to be pivotal. We'll get a clearer picture of how the quarterbacks are shaping up, who's rising, who's falling behind, and what the coaching staff's plans are for the regular season. There's a lot of excitement brewing, and Browns fans are eager to see their team take the field with a renewed sense of purpose. The quarterback position remains the biggest puzzle, but it's also the biggest opportunity for growth and greatness. Cleveland has always been a city that embraces resilience, and this season might just be the one where everything clicks into place. The depth, the competition, the leadership, all of it sets the stage for a compelling chapter in Browns history. So stay tuned, keep the faith, and let's see where this journey takes us. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. Do you believe Flacco will hold on to the starting spot? Are you confident in Pickett's potential? Or do you think Sanders or Gabriel could surprise everyone and earn the job? Whatever you think, let us know. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our beloved team. Let's go Browns!